What's up, guys? It's Nacho here. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the severe lack of videos. Life threw me a pretty big... Give me a second. So life threw me a pretty big curveball that I've been dealing with. Fuck. Give me another minute. Whew. Okay. So, I've been dealing with some personal shit. I'm not going to go into detail, but let's move on, okay? Because I'm not good at this stuff. So I've been talking to a company here in Utah called Hmmwv Engineering, and I kind of gave him an idea of what I had in mind. He also owns a Humvee, so it was easy for him to grab measurements, but I told him I wanted a rigid Molle panel system to hang helmets, headsets, rifles, all that stuff on. I've seen some plastic ones by, Grayman Tactical, and I thought about that, and I thought that I think it's an ABS plastic that they use would be way too flexible, especially across this stretch, to mount pretty much anything heavy onto. So I gave him the measurements, and he drew this up, and I said, what's it going to cost me? And he said, well, this is 3/16 steel. It's not going to be cheap. It's fairly heavy. We started talking about some ideas, and we had cut down some of the weight, cut down some of the price, and he says, I want to send you one of these, and maybe we can sell some. And I said, you know what, I'm down for that. So he sent this out. Well, he didn't send this out, he actually drove this up to make sure everything would fit right, and he drilled the holes and everything for me. But once we got it in here, guys, this is so cool. This thing, like, literally I could hang on this and have no issues with it. But the company is Hmmwv Engineering. I'll put all the info down below, and he's going to start selling these for Humvees. So far, we've only designed it for the front half. We haven't designed it for the B pillar back to the C pillar, because he's got a two-man configuration, so he doesn't have the C pillar. But I think down the line it could be possible. But what I want to do is I've got some of these electronic locks for rifles that a fellow, all I'm going to say is a fellow, when they upgraded their patrol cars, they got rid of them and said, hey, do you want these? And I said, absolutely, I'll take them. So I want to take this, mount that. I haven't decided if I want to mount it farther towards the middle or not. I kind of like having it right there, but I also have the piece that the buttstock slides into, and it is just about perfect length for my AR pistol. So I'm going to be trying to fit that in there, and we'll see how it goes. Now, before I get started really on the install on this, I wanted to cover kind of the details on this. First and foremost, I strongly recommend that you get a riv nut tool to drill and install the riv nuts on these. Otherwise, I think if your bolts were to be too long, you'd be hitting your armature inside your windshield wiper, inside the dash. One thing I forgot to mention to him as he was designing it, and we didn't think about it till he came up to install it, was there's two types of windshield wiper motors. This is, I guess, the older style that it sits sideways, and then I think the newer ones sit up and down. The way he designed this actually will fit either one of those, so you don't need to worry about that. But you've got two bolts on each side. 4 on the back. It is designed for the weird slant that your B pillars have. You've got all kinds of little slots here for putting pouches on. It is, like I said, 3/16 inch steel. So I'm probably going to take my tack tote. You guys have seen my little tack tote magnetic, you know, mag holders and Molle panel things. And I might stick one of those up there, maybe mag holder or something like that. Would be cool, since it is steel and I don't have a lot of steel area in the Humvee for that. So let's keep going on this. All right, so I got the first 2 bolts in. They're not completely tightened down because I want to make sure where I want to put this. This locking mechanism also has a little set screw, so you can tighten that to where you want that. But I want to put the rifle on here before I get that positioned where I want it. On these have an electronic release on them that you can hide a button wherever you want, or they also have a little handcuff key, which, I mean, handcuff keys are pretty common to come across, so that makes it a little bit iffy. But I mean, I'm not storing the rifle in here. I mean, this is, you know, if you got your rifle in here and you're running into the gas station or something like that, this is not a long-term secure storage solution by any means. I would not do that. But I'm gonna get this kind of positioned where I want. I'm gonna start getting the buttstock fitment mounted. I still am not completely sure where I want to have that, but I'll get that measured out and we'll keep going. All right, I got that place where I wanted it. I put it just forward enough that I won't have my barrel mashing up against the windshield. Leaves it just enough space. And I went ahead and marked where I'm going to put the buttstock piece. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, drill holes, and start mounting that. Well guys, I've got it where I want it. It is very sturdily on there. I do not have the electronics hooked up yet. I'm going to have to get to that another day. Buttstock's in there good. And yeah, I'm really looking for a way to strap my helmet to this. So if you guys can think of a good way, some kind of a, I don't know, harness type system that I can hook a helmet onto here, that would be awesome. I might go ahead and throw some other stuff up here real quick. I'll give you the specs right here. I'll throw them on the screen because I can't remember off the top of my head the measurements. But yeah, Hmmwv Engineering out of American Fork, Utah. Their info, like I said, is going to be down below, and I'm going to hit them up and we're going to figure out the quote on it, you know, how much it's going to cost, and I'll put that down below also. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. Yeah, so now I've got to load it up with some cool stuff, and I think that's all I've got for you guys today. Sorry, this lighting is going to be really crap because I'm inside the Humvee, and yeah. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Yeah, I'll catch you next time.